Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting Terps Esports broadcast. Live from College Park, my name is Bree.
And my name is Ryan. We are super excited to have you guys back tonight for an awesome match from our premier team. In their most recent match, they brought the heat, showing off their coordination in some crazy clutch moments. But tonight, they're looking to take it even further. You guys are in for a show because these Terps are locked in.
Tonight, the Terps are facing off against Penn State University in the BEC League. Now they're back, looking to carry that momentum into tonight's match.
Before we jump into the game, let's start with the rules of your typical Valorant match. If you've never played the game before, Valorant is an objective-based FPS game where teams of 5 players compete in two 12-round cycles against each other. The main objectives of the game are to plant the spike, defend the spike, manage economies, and create strategic plans to outsmart your opponent and take the win.
Now, it's time for us to introduce to you the members of the team and take a look at their stats from this past week. These players have been grinding hard and their performances speak for themselves. So make sure to give everyone a warm welcome as we break down the roster and show you what they're bringing to the table tonight.
Starting off strong with some serious firepower, we have Yexus as the team's duelist. When it comes to opening fights, this guy is the difference maker. He's not afraid to take the first peek, dash in, and make space for the team when it matters most. If he gets hot early, the Terps could be unstoppable tonight. He has an impressive ACS of 243, an ADR of 156, and a KD of 1.33.
Now, we have Moose as the team's sentinel. You might want to rotate out if you catch him on the site you're pushing. As a sentinel, he's the team's protector and the anchor as he locks down the site and watches for flank. Sometimes, you'll even see him lurking. He's coming in with an ACS of 183, an ADR of 120, and a KD of .89.
ZK1 is the team's controller, and he's the newest addition to our roster. He's coming in with an ACS of 280, an ADR of 173, and a KD of 1.3. These are the stats of someone who can frag out, so don't let the controller role fool you.
Next up, we have our initiator, Sid. This guy is all about creating opportunities and setting up for the team. Whether he's using his abilities to gather information, disrupt enemies, or set up aggressive pushes, he's always the one making sure that the Terps are one step ahead. He's got an ACS of 185, an ADR of 123, and a KD of .82.
And last but certainly not least, we have the team's flex player, Jinho. He is a highly versatile player who will adapt to the team's needs and switch to different agents and roles as needed.
He's got an ACS of 178, an ADR of 119, and a KD of .86. He's the glue that holds this roster together, adapting to whatever role or agent the team needs. We are super thrilled to have him with us tonight. So please welcome here to our studio, live in College Park, guys, we have Jinho.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Jinho. It's so nice to have you here. To start things off, I know you have previously played as a duelist on the Premier team. How was that shift from being a duelist to a flex player?
That I was a duelist in like a very low capacity. We always had our hard carry, so I was just always pretty much flex. It was great.
Awesome.
So transitioning to my role now wasn't too bad.
So it wasn't as bad as, okay, awesome. So how much communication does it take to swap roles between maps? And do you guys plan ahead and scrim, or is it more of like a game day call?
Yeah, it's definitely just scrim. We just experiment, try to find out who's comfortable on what agents, and then we tend to prioritize some people to get on their agents, and I'm willing to take on the smaller roles.
Right. Awesome. Okay. And I know you have two agents that you play the most. If you had to choose between Chamber or Raze to play for the rest of the act, so just on your account, who would you choose and why?
For our team, I choose Chamber, but in ranked, definitely Raze, because I'm not a big fan of what's going on in ranked right now. My teammates are something else.
Not fun. Do you not play with the Premier team when you guys are going through comp, or what's going on?
I mean, you can only duo queue pretty much then,
right,
so
right. I know
just
you're
sections
immortal
off.
right now too,
Yeah.
so it's not fun, is it?
No.
Okay, and to change things up, I know you and some of the players play Clash Royale. So what's the highest trophy count you've actually earned, and what's the most amount of trophies you've lost in a session?
In a session? Yeah, I don't be playing ladder no more, but I was maxed out, but that was back in high school. Right now, I'm just playing for fun with my friends.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I've heard a lot of conversation in the studio. You guys were talking about your trophies,
Ye-
so you're very sure about that.
Yeah, I'm sure about that.
Awesome. So what about like Clash of Clans? Have you not played that beforehand, or do you just like play Clash Royale like straight up?
I just play it, what's it called, like again back in middle school, Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, and now, I mean, whenever I'm just queuing with my friends, just load it up while we're waiting.
Do you like remember your like highest town hall or anything, or?
Oh, I think I was 12, town hall
Bro,
12. Yeah, I was a scrub.
Not to brag or anything, guys, but I was 13. but-
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to our pre-show. We are going to take a little break right before we get back into the game, so don't miss it.
All right.
And I think by the end of the season, like now, we play together. Everyone kind of jokes around a little bit more and kind of shines their natural ray. We're excited just to see them play better as well.
With the middle school program, the best part has been seeing the moments of teamwork where the middle schoolers really seem to get the game. And so that's when you can see they're starting to get a little bit hooked on how esports can be so fun.
Off game, or will red turn things around?
Terp Adventures. Take flight at Stamp. Host to countless Maryland events, programs, performances, and more. Feed your body, feed your mind, feed your soul. Let your talents soar. Dance, sing, perform. Find your thing. Join more than 800 student organizations and clubs. Find community here. Leadership lives here. Art thrives here. With space to grow. We're all just kids at heart. Let your imagination fly. Compete. Play. With wings on our feet. Here your spirit can fly. Here your soul lifts up. Here you remember those who came before. This is STAM. This is the Center for Campus Life, where Terp Adventures take flight. You belong here. Come fly with us.
Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Terps esports action. Tonight we have the Valorant Premier Team facing off against Penn State University. How are you feeling about the game tonight, Bree?
I actually don't know because we actually don't know any of the maps that they're playing tonight, but I do know that our Premier team is a very strong team. They have a great team comp. They have great people playing their great roles, and I think they're very versatile as well. And as we're waiting for these map picks, we're gonna get a little bit of a coach's view. This is Arjun here, who is the coach for Terps premier, working hard, and I know he did used to play here as well. Look at him working hard.
Coach Cam. Yeah, I mean, hopefully he'll be, bringing those big brain plays whenever the team needs them. When they call the timeouts, he'll be the one strategizing, making adjustments, adaptations on the fly. He's the guy for it. But yeah, I want to move on to talk a little bit more about this roster, Bree. So we mentioned earlier in the pre-show that ZK1, he's a new addition to the team. How do you think, the team will be able to mesh with him? You think he'll be fine?
Well, at least the last time I was in studio with the premier team, ZK1 was actually playing a different role. I believe he was playing duelist, correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But even if he wasn't, he was performing very well. And based on his stats, they're looking pretty good. Those are stats of a duelist with a KD of 1.3. That is actually insane. And now that they have him on controller tonight, he may be a little laid back, but that does not mean he can't frag out, especially as a controller.
Yeah, of course. And I think I was talking to the team earlier, and I think that he might also be IGLing, which is really interesting. So it'll be interesting to see if that IGLing will maybe, I don't want to say like bring down his stats, but it's been like a thing where, IGLing, you have to use a little bit more of your brain
Most
to think
definitely,
about strategy and stuff. But yeah, I mean, super excited to see what ZK1 can bring to the table as well as the rest of the team. As we are waiting for the match to get started, I want to hear, Bree, have you been playing Valorant at all, or?
I have a little bit lately, and
Okay.
man, rank reset is really like throwing me around. Like, it's just so bad. And honestly, with the new maps and like all the map bans happening, and like I don't think I've played like a game where I have been able to like use actual brain power.
Okay.
Like, I am stuck in a rank where everybody is like mixed together. Like, it's just not fun anymore. And like, all my friends want to play comp, and I'm like, guys, I'm tired of losing RR, so can we just play like unrated or something? Like, and
Yeah, facts.
you know,
Let's just keep it casual.
right. What about you, Ryan?
Yeah, for me, because of school, I haven't actually been able to play that much, unfortunately, but I'm looking forward to playing when I go back home for break.
True.
And actually, this next upcoming weekend, I'm going to New York for a Valorant tournament there.
Oh.
So there's going to be like a off-season tournament. It's called Red Bull Homeground.
Yep.
And there's going to be like a lot of top teams there. So I'm super
Yeah.
excited. But like Sentinels,
Yeah.
Fnatic, G2, I think like NRG and Cloud9 are also playing in there.
Oh,
So
interesting.
It's gonna be super fun. I've never been to like a live esports event before, but like, I watch it all the time, so I think it's gonna be hype.
Right. I remember like I always wanted my first esports like live esports event to be Overwatch League. Like, and I'm talking like the freaking prime of like San Francisco Shock guys. That was like
okay.
peak. Like, I remember like being so like, oh my god, like I love Shock, and like this was when Sinatra was playing, but we don't mention Sinatra now, guys.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, that was when that was their peak, and like Overwatch League was not dead, and like
Yeah, true.
a time for it was a time for esports at
Yeah.
least. That's when Valorant wasn't really up there quite yet, but. Esports, man, I hope you have fun. I hope you have fun in
Thank
New York.
you.
Are you going to stay for like a few days, or are you just staying like a night? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be there for the weekend. I have a friend goes to NYU.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna go up and visit him for a little bit. Haven't seen him in a while, New York's a very fun city, so
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. And I hope I meet some pros, actually.
True.
Like, I want to get some pictures with some pros and be like,
Yes.
I think Tens is gonna be there as like just, I don't know, like watch partying or something. So
Oh,
like,
most definitely, yeah.
if I can like get a picture with Tens or something, like that would be like dream come true.
No, that would be awesome. And then come back next week on stream and just like show off your pictures.
Oh
and,
yeah, like
you gotta get something signed.
no big deal. Like I just got an autograph from Tens.
Yeah, nothing crazy at all.
Yeah.
But we still are waiting on PSU to sign in and show their presence tonight. So I think they might be a little scared.
Are they scared
you
of the
know?
Terps?
They might. I
Maybe.
mean, they might beat us in football, guys. But I don't know about Valorant or esports. So So they're in for a treat.
Yes, they
tonight.
are,
I
especially
almost
with our team.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're a little scared.
Most definitely, and I really like our roster. I do want to go back though
Sure.
about the IGLing.
Yeah.
Previously, before ZK1 was IGLing, it was Moose. And Moose was like a sentinel.
Right.
And he's always, as a sentinel, he's saying that he's always lurking and stuff. So like you said, with the brain power,
for
all
sure.
he does is just kind of just slow walk, flank.
That lurker.
Yeah, and he's always staring at that map. So it's not like
Yes.
he's facing action all the time.
Yes.
So either way, I think it's a big jump for them to entrust ZK1 with IGLing. And honestly, I think that just shows like how adaptable of a player he really is.
For sure. And I would say that goes to the entire team. I think they're all very adaptable. I mean, even with some like roster like shifts. With ZK1 coming in, also like Jinho on that flex role. He's kind of like, I'll play whatever the team needs of me, like I will be that guy. So
He's just that guy.
yeah, I really appreciate the entire team just being super flexible because that's what you need in this game. I mean, like, dude, things change every single patch. There's new metas. This game's ever changing, and I mean, speaking with new metas, actually, have you played against any vetoes in your games?
I haven't even played against any waylays.
Oh, really?
No,
Yeah.
but then again, it's being drowned in that rank where I don't think anybody's willing to
that's true.
experiment, really.
It's just what, like Clove, Jet, Chamber, Reyna,
Literally
something
just
like that.
the basics.
Omen, yeah.
I'm literally stuck in gold right now, guys. It's just
Hey, it's all good.
it's so bad. Gold is just a bunch of like washed plats, people who are like, ugh, it's not fun. It's not fun.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, I mean, I always love just 5 stacking with my friends.
Oh yeah.
I solo queuing it's not for me. It's not for me. Like,
no.
I need to have that banter with my friends, have coordination. I think it makes the game a lot more fun.
I mean, what were you like? Are you like playing at all? I know you said you haven't played much, but like, what was your last rank?
Oh, okay. So my last rank was around like Plat 2.
That's good.
But I peaked to Diamond.
Okay,
Diamond.
twin.
Yeah, but
okay.
I guess. Wait, do you know what I play?
No,
Okay.
I just know that we both peaked Diamond, but like I usually played like Duelist, but that's
Okay.
only in like 5 stacks.
Sure,
You
yeah.
know. So
Okay. What duelist?
usually Jet or Reyna.
Nice.
Neon.
Yep,
the
yep.
top 3. You
Yep,
know,
yep.
not proud, but I'm also pretty proud. Guys.
Hey, I mean,
not gonna lie.
there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. So I guess my role.
I feel like a part of me feels like you either play Omen.
Okay.
You would go like a little controller-esque, a little
okay.
smokes.
Okay. Wait, you're spot on. I am
Right?
controller, but not Omen.
Awesome. Okay.
But not Omen.
Maybe like Astra.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he got it.
awesome. Guys, awesome. We have amazing news. Penn State never showed, and we basically won against them. That's the stream, guys.
They
Thanks
were
for tuning
that
in.
scared of us?
They weren't here for the heat.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
So, okay, well, because Penn State University did not show up for our batch, we are going to have a little bit of a change in schedule. So we'll instead be broadcasting a scrim, which will be just as exciting.
Just as exciting, yeah, just as crazy. So before that happens, we are going to cut to a quick commercial break, so don't wait long and just hang tight and we will be right back.
My name is Subin Kim, my in-game name is Carrots, and I'm the controller of this team.
My name is Hannah, my IGN is Tuxedo Sam, and I play Sentinel for the team.
My name is Sima, my in-game name is Care Bear, and I'm a flex.
My name is Megan, my IGN is Giraffe, and I'm an initiator.
My name is Sophia, my IGN is Soap, and I'm an initiator.
Hi everyone, I'm Ayush, my in-game name is Dulcexo, and I'm the coach.
For me, I think it was just really interesting to see like our names on like social media and like on a website. I'm just like, whoa, my name is on a website but so I think that was like the number one thing that kind of like just it brought the realization of like what kind of team I'm in, like what kind of position I'm in.
Meeting them. It's like hard to make a woman and non-binary friends in Valorant. So it's just really nice that we have like a team specifically for that.
The studio.
Yeah.
Oh, the studio.
Yes,
Oh,
studio.
I didn't even know that existed. I didn't know that existed until like remember like when we first talked about the studio. I was like, "What's that?" When I first went to the room, I was like, "Oh, there's cameras and lighting." I'm just like, "That's
Nice computer.
nice computers."
The monitors
So
are
true.
crazy.
Winning.
Yeah.
Oh, so true.
Yeah.
W winning.
Getting to that.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I feel like
was pretty
That's
cool.
plastic.
hey. I would say supportive is definitely like Dusty and Rachel. Those two, just like making sure we had scrims down, making sure we had practice schedules down. Like Dusty making sure like to pick out what we did wrong, just like helping us improve. I think definitely.
Yeah, Dusty's a very present coach. So
Very.
It's like he's really reliable and helped us through the whole season.
Thanks, team.
Yeah, you'd even like schedule things for us, like
Like organize all those schedules.
help us map bands and like talk to
Stats,
them
yeah.
if like realize if one of them was like unranked or something. Breaking a
Forfeit
rule,
teams.
making teams forfeit.
Maybe we don't talk about that last part.
I would also say like our fans in chat, like on
Oh,
stream.
true.
So it was nice knowing
W
people
chat.
watching us.
And the haters.
Oh yeah.
Improve in the higher division.
Yeah, it is definitely more challenging because we're in a higher division now. But I think we could with our coordination. I definitely think we could. We need to bring home another one of these.
It feels great.
You
Yeah.
guys know this is the first title that Terps Esports has won.
Wait. Seriously?
And by
really?
women.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously? Oh,
First time.
cool.
I like playing Valorant.
Have an excuse to play games.
That's true. That's good.
For me, I joined because I've always wanted to be on a women's team, especially like since I got to UMD, and me and Dusty had always like tried to make teams work every semester, and this was the first time it actually did work and stuck, and the people who tried out like were committed. So I guess I've always just wanted to be on a women's team to like connect more to that community.
To make friends.
So I had that gap, without a team for a while, and then I saw the form, and I was like, I really want to try this. This sounds fun. And then, yeah, I play Valorant too much. First of all, I did not imagine me being IGL when I first started because I am outside of my Lilac team. I am known as the no brain, only aim chamber in comp. So I did not imagine myself being IGL. But I think it's if there were some difficulties in the beginning because no one I wasn't used to giving out comms. I was just very confused. But I think now it's just the amount of trust that my teammates give me when I give out comms and the amount of coordination that we have. I just love being IGLing because I trust that things will work out.
Welcome back, everybody, to our Terps Esports stream. Tonight, we do have the Terps premier team, originally going against Penn State University in the BEC League, but instead, we are streaming a scrim against L9 Esports instead. So I hope you guys enjoy, as we have already started this match, and it looks like, what map is this? Is this Corrode?
Yes, we are
goodness.
in Corrode. 5v5. Looks like the Terps are on the attack. Yeah, the Terps are on the attack. Let's take a look at the team composition as the Terps are looking to default here. Running the Neon in the chamber here. Yexa is getting that entry pick onto the enemy Yoru, and ZK1 finding one of his own onto Shadow as L9 Esports trying to take mid, but Sind is there to trade out Yexas as we are put in a 4v2.
Yeah, numbers are looking great as the Terps are favoring to go on to our B site here. Jinho, of course, on that chamber pick. Like I said earlier, he does have 2 favorite agents, and of course, he's gonna go for chamber so far. Sind already on the plan on B site as L9 Esports is just slowly moving in as Jinho's gonna sniff out Strawberry Haley here on that Omen pick, but not just yet. They're actually very cautious with how they're playing at the moment right now. They're not ready to jump in just yet. They're kind of just waiting for one another to go ahead and push onto this B site, because again, guys, it's only just the 2 of them left over, and it's very high stakes right now as Jinho is already blinded, and all the Terps have to do is really just watch that entryway and they're good to go.
Yeah, and Straw by Haley is the last player to remain, and ZK1 gets that pick through the smoke. A 3K for him to finish out the round as the Terps get the pistol round on the board.
Yeah, and you know, as we talk about this team comp, I like it. I mean, obviously Jinho and Chamber, Moose is doing a Viper, we got Yexus on Neon, Sind just taking it away with Fade, and then an open pick on ZK1. This is exactly what I would have thought they would have chosen for a map like Corrode.
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited to see Jinho on that chamber. Looks like he's gonna buy the Outlaw here. Watch out for him. That's a 140 body shot as the Terps are going to look to full send it onto this A site, held only by the enemy Viper, as L9 Esports, they have the wrong read, pushing out of B site, and the Terps are nowhere to be found, and now they know they're in trouble as the Terps head on to the A site. But the Viper is in this poison orb, and oh, the Prowler scouting them out, and Jinho gets that body shot onto the Viper, and the spike is planted, and they are in a retake situation. It's going to be very, very hard for them to retake, as, you know, they don't have all the guns. Yexus has a Phantom there, Jinho on the Outlaw, and oh, as soon as I mention it, Jinho delivers Yexus again with another pick onto Shadow. Shrey gets one, but is traded out by Yexus, and only 1 player remains. Haley, good luck, because Jinho is coming for you. Oh, gets one, but Yexus, classic? Hello, right clicks? Left click? Right click? Okay. And Sind is there to back up the Terps as they get the second round.
I hope somebody picked up Jinho's Outlaw, because honestly, what a way to go out, honestly. And it did look like Sin picked it up for him, gave it back to Jinho. Honestly, I don't think that Lyvine would have gotten that round. Most definitely not, considering that the Terps most definitely forced that buy, and it just with just classics and like a few sheriffs on your team going against straight guns is just, it's not favorable, especially after losing the first 2 pistol rounds. So now that we have actual money on Lyvine's side, hopefully they're able to actually show what, you know, what they're trying to bring. And ZK1 already getting a pick on Cyrus, their team's Yoru. Through that Viper smoke, by the way, I would actually be heated. It's not fair.
Yeah, for sure. Just that random spam through the smoke. But yeah, this will be the Terps' first test. But hey, the Terps are already up 1 man. And as they look to head into this A site, Yexus taking the charge, dashing onto the Viper, stunning out and getting that headshot as they quickly take that A site. Now watching this A connector, Sind is going to plant the spike as Moose with an ugly, disgusting spray transfer. That was nasty.
Right when the smoke dissipated, guys, so he already knew where it was going. Strawberry Haley already left alone yet again. It looks like they might choose to play exits and play it a little smart this time. I'm so sorry it has to be this way for the past 3 rounds, but, you know, it's still very possible to get these picks, but maybe not possible to, you know, defuse the spike, that is. So most you can really do in this situation is just play for those picks, or might even save your gun, but that's not the wise choice when it comes to, you know, economy wise.
Yeah, and Strawberry by Haley is just surrounded by all the Terps. I'm actually surprised that the Terps didn't find the Omen here, but looks like they might get into a little fight here if Omen peeks out into mid. Oh, spots the head. Is Omen gonna peek? No, decides to save their gun as the Terps pick up that 3rd round.
I was honestly hoping that they would die to the spike. That would help out their economy a lot, because look at their credits right now. It's not looking too hot, and you don't want to be in this position, especially 4th round in. And by the way, 0-3, and you got to get your way back up somehow. And honestly, I don't think this is the way to do it, but it might work out considering that Viper on their team has a Bucky. I already know that there's going to be like a smoke orb and just hiding in that Bucky, maybe hiding in the, entrance to A as, Viper is usually holding down. But nonetheless, the Terps are deciding to do a little bit of a default here with the spike traveling down towards mid. Not quite sure what that dart was doing on their end, but the Terps know where they're going, and they already know where the Soap is hiding as they're slowly creeping up into this doorway. Yex is unfortunately picked off by Shadow. Ooh. Again, Jinho also getting picked off, and this might be a round here for Lyvine Esports.
Yeah, but ZK1 catching that Omen lacking as he's going to TP back out, making himself untradeable, and Sind is there for another, and Sind just yet again being that consistent pillar in the Terps Esports side, and it's brought down to a 2v2 as they're gonna slow walk into mid, and there's the Omen again with that Phantom that they saved from last round, and that's gonna be very beneficial as Sind gets that third pick, and it's now down to a 1v1. Sind is on 10 HP. Anything will be able to take him down. Will he be able to do the clutch?
Honestly, it's anybody's game. I mean, mind you, Sind is a great player, already using his ultimate. And, there's no way he loses this, sending in those dogs, and whoa, unfortunately does lose it, but honestly, that's okay. 10 HP in a dream, not much to do, especially if that Viper was full HP, and let's finally give them a round.
Yeah, for sure. Very nice try there from Sind. Even though we did invest that Nightfall, that Fade ultimate, I think it was the right decision there, and as we see a little replay on this Moose spray transfer, actually. Yeah, let's look at this again. Whew. That is absolutely crisp from Moose. That was nice.
Yeah, and it's exactly what I expected for Moose. Moose has been a part of the Premier team for a little bit now, and, he's always performing well. And, Yex is also used to be very active on the Premier team, and he's finally came back out of retirement. So to see him back live, it's nice to see. It's kind of healing in a way.
Yeah, out of the retirement home as we head into this next round. Guns blazing. Yex is going to dash in there, but gets caught by Shadow. Omen ult going into the rotate, but ZK1 is already in their spawn. He's right behind the enemy Omen, and they don't know it at all. ZK1 is going to call for his team to rotate in here, and he gets that backstab from Heaven. And oh my goodness, ZK1 teleporting all over the place as the Terps flood onto the B site.
You would have thought that they would have heard where he would TP ad, but I honestly guess not. But we baited out that plan. It looks like we didn't, commit to it just yet, but thankfully Sind already getting down that plan, and our numbers are still looking pretty good against Lyvine, and it's honestly, I want to see more plays from Lyvine. I feel like I don't get to see them do a retake on this site at all.
And this is ZK1 again on that flank, catching the Sova so off guard. He's just behind them everywhere as the Omen looking out for him again, but just TPs on TPs. They have no idea where ZK1 is
at all, and ZK1's gonna try and do this box and this wall spray here against Haley. Unfortunately, Haley did end up taking that win, but mind you, there is a bomb to defuse, so unfortunately all they gotta do is run away, and it looks like they might just end up saving that gun yet again. And I don't know, I don't think it's great for the other team's economy yet again, but honestly, what a round. We finally got to see a little bit more plays from Lyvine there, and I think, I don't know, there's not enough to judge. I haven't seen, they keep dying too early in the round before the spike is planted, so I don't get to see as much to actually look, observe how they are as a team.
For sure. I mean, I don't think there was much that they could have done that round, though. The hero there was definitely ZK1. Omen ulting into their spawn. He's just behind them, teleporting everywhere. They had no idea where he was coming from. And we're going to head back into this next round, hopefully soon.
Yeah. I honestly thought that Moose was going to be the one flanking, but I guess ZK1 took that responsibility too. Mind you, he's IGLing, so I guess, he was taking it.
Yeah, the big brain.
Yeah, for himself. It sounds like a lot is happening so far.
Here an Outlaw.
Yeah. Somebody
Chamber
just
TP.
died.
Oh, I think Jinho TP.
Yep.
Oh, we planted the spike.
The spike was planted.
All right, as the Terps are in a post-plant situation now. Yeah, by the way, for context, we can't see the screen right now, but
And neither can you guys. You guys
Yeah.
can't see the screen either. But that's okay.
oh, wait,
A Viper died.
I think we won.
A Viper died. Whose side do you think that Viper was? I think it's the Terps.
Yeah.
I think
Oh
the
wait, no,
Terps.
we won. I think we won. Yeah. We did, and we took down that 5th round.
Yeah.
Apologies for the technical difficulties, but we're back into the action, and this time we have the scoreboard back.
My apologies. It's actually Lyvine. I did not mean to call you guys Lyvine. My apologies, guys. But nonetheless, a cool name you guys have, especially over here on the leaderboard. L9, that's like awesome. But it's looking pretty good here for the Terps. I mean, the bye isn't the best for Lyvine, but honestly, what more can you do? All you gotta do is really hold down your fort and hold down your defenses. And the Terps are already running in onto B side. Yex is just dashing in, throwing in all these neon stuns as Lyvine has no choice but to hide outside of B site and just stick to that post plant. And hopefully we finally get to see how they decide to work as a team to get this round over.
Yeah, for sure. Cirrus here, getting out of his Yoru ultimate, takes down ZK1, but Sind is there to get the trade. As we're in a 4v3 situation, the Terps are actually, at a disadvantaged position, but Jinho getting 2 there from that heaven position, almost gets the 3rd. But Shay, nasty on the Sheriff, by the way. 1v1, Yaxis takes him down, and we're always in safe hands with Yaxis.
Most definitely. And what I've noticed about Corrode is why are all the walls like paper thin?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of these kills have been because of wall bangs, and I feel like that's crazy. Like, Jinho died from getting shotted from underneath. Like, it's giving like a Haven A-site situation, like when you're in heaven. Like, they were just spraying at his toes and just died.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if we're going to see an Odin come out anytime soon
OMG.
here. I mean, the walls are paper thin. You got a Sova, you got a Fade. The Odin might be coming out soon, but we're going to go into this next round. Looks like the enemy Viper's going to pop that Viper's Pit, going to secure that A chokehold with the Judge, as the Terps are going to have to reevaluate if they want to go into this dangerous pit, as Yexus has already taken up so much space into mid. And that Fade Eye is going to not get any information. Smoking out, finding Shay, but the Terps, they have all mid control. But Cirrus, the Yoru with the flank, and ooh, he gets one. But Sin on that quick snapback as everyone gets traded out, and we're back in an even 3v3 situation.
Yeah, Lyvine's finally cooking it up now, getting most of our Terps down. Even though our numbers are even, they have a little bit more advantage as the Terps are kind of just pushed back into spawn again, and they have no choice but to rotate B, and that's kind of just, something that you can just expect. I mean, obviously, if they're not mid and they're not A, they're obviously going to go ahead and push on to B, but still, you got to play it smart. The Terps are playing it very cautious because you never know. Yexus, especially as the duelist, just trying not to lose his life, but making sure that his team gets onto site, unscathed and safely. And we finally get to detonate our Viper ult as well. So Jinho here with an operator, by the way, on the attack side. I'm sure he's going to get a pick here, but they're moving slow, and I hope he sees this Viper slowly creeping up behind him. It's looking real scary. I don't know. They're kind of just dancing with one another, but
ooh, but
that
he
trip.
does, yeah, he has the chamber trademark there. It's going to be broken, and Jinho is going to be made aware of the flank, holding it with an op, and oh, unfortunately misses that. But the Waylay ult coming in, and Lyvine, they're gonna just go ahead and retake. Yexus actually pops the ult there. Haley diffusing the spike, and Yexus is unable to get that before, Lyvine, they get their second round on the board.
Yeah, and they just barely made it with 1.46 seconds on the clock there. It looks like they took the off from Jinho. Not fair, guys, but it's okay, not to fret. The Terps do have a lot in their economy, a lot of credits that they've, accumulated the past 6 rounds. I'm assuming Jinho's going to go ahead and do his ult, obviously. So either way.
Whoa, what's going on here? Okay, we are in a scrim, but Haley just flew across the map. Okay, sure. But yeah, it looks like Lyvine, they're going to do a mid play here, but all the Terps are gathered up in this A main position. They're going to slowly creep up onto A main. This time it's a 5-man slow walk, and oh, here the the Paranoia comes out, the Omen stun, the Fatal, everything is being invested into here as Yexus takes that elbow space, but Lyvine are also here too. We're gonna see a major brawl as Cirrus gets that op and takes down Yexus as gunfire everywhere. Jinho with the chamber op, and Moose is able to trade one out, but everyone is here. It's absolute chaos. And Moose, the last one standing in a 1v3 situation. Spike is down. Will he be able to do it? Creeping, crawling, gets one. 2 more to go in a up-down position. Goes for the spray. Is he able to get a collab? But no. Nice try from Moose as the Terps unfortunately lose that round.
Honestly, the Terps felt like flies that round, and I honestly thought Moose had that.
Yeah.
I think he would have had that. I feel like maybe it's because he had a Phantom. It could be a Phantom thing, but that high-low situation, it's giving like a 1-2-3 peak.
Yeah, for sure.
They are in lock, and again, this Yoru with that. Oh. Sind over there with the Odin, like you said earlier,
there it
but
is.
again, the Yoru's sticking to that op, as Shay is also sticking to an Odin. Guys, turn your ghost off.
Yeah.
Just play the game,
Flying
guys.
across the map. Jinho's unfortunately gonna get picked off by that op, and Moose, careful. If you swing a little bit more, you'll also be caught with the op. But ZK1 with a nasty Sheriff headshot. He's going to teleport over and pick up that Phantom, as Yexus is also here. ZK1 sneaks up into B as they're gonna look to pinch this guy. Paranoia, beautiful Paranoia as Yexus collects that kill onto Viper, who's completely unaware. And ZK1 again in that heaven position. The drone is going to try and clear him out, but sitting in the smoke, he's gonna try and timing it. And I think he might have. He's so sneaky. ZK1 swats out the Odin and gets that kill onto Shay. ZK1, man, what a player.
Yeah, he most definitely IG'd that smoke and timing it with Yexus, because there's no way. What a play by them two, and they're working well together as a team. Serious here as the Yoru. I'm assuming that they're gonna have to save. I don't really know what's happening, guys. They're gonna save this op yet again, and honestly, it might be within their best interest, but I don't think you should play around an op, especially in a game like this, and an Odin. I think, you should at least die to the spike or get some picks or something, but
yeah, for sure. And as the clock ticks down here, I just want to highlight ZK1's contributions to that round. I mean, we first saw him throw out that Paranoia, that Omen blind, onto the Viper, I believe, as Yexus was there for the pinch, and the Viper, they stood no chance. That was a beautiful Omen blind from ZK1, and again, he teleported onto that heaven position, hid in the smoke, and timing the drone to get that kill onto the Sova. That was just an immaculate play.
most definitely. And everybody's just flying within the map, guys.
Yeah.
But here we are again, playing it again with the Odin and the op. We have Cirrus on Lyvine's team doing a little bit of a Yoru ult, just, kind of sneaking out or sniffing out the Terps' positions here as they combined it with the Sova ult as well. Didn't do as much damage as they thought it would have, as Moose is already halfway up mid, going on to A site as everybody's falling like flies.
Yeah, for sure. Moose already has that elbow control, calling for his team to come on site. Cirrus, though, getting that value with the op they saved from last round as Jinho is taking a fight into mid. Spike is planted, or not yet actually. Moose is going to hopefully commit to the spike plan now. ZK1 unable to win that Omen v Omen battle, as it's all up to Jinho and Moose as they try and navigate this situation. Moose holding this angle is going to be paranoid, a little spam, but Jinho is there to cover him. Jinho 1 HP, gets sprayed out by the Odin, and Moose in a 1v2 situation, planted for him, noted, and Cirrus with that op flick onto Moose as Lyvine get up to 4.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we should start watching out for this Yoru and that op. I mean, I thought they were just messing around, especially with that Sova holding it down on that Odin, but it looks like it's actually helping them out. And honestly, if that's what you gotta do to, get up before the round switches, then I guess do what you gotta do. But even still, it's just very annoying to play against, I will say.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, looking at the Terps composition, they don't actually have any, flashes or anything to push the operator off of that, line. So it'll be interesting to see how the Terps approach this op, especially because they're gathered up right into the Yoru here, who will be, I'm assuming, aggressively swinging into here. So it'll be interesting to see what the Terps do. The Prowler there to spot one out, and the Yoru is forced to TP away as a relatively free B site the Terps will take. Quickly going in now, but Shay with that Odin spams it out. And the Terps are just able to actually get sight here in their spawn. Yexus in this corner spots out Cirrus and gets that kill. Operator eliminated.
Talk about trigger discipline. I honestly would have been freaking out, but that Yoru had to been a god to just flick and take him out. But nonetheless, Terps have this site unlocked. ZK1 holding that up, by the way, as a controller. It looks like the Terps are actually trying to have a little bit of fun here. Our numbers are up. I mean, we're 2 against 4 right now, and not much to do again in this situation. Whoa. The Viper able to take 2 of our Terps out of the equation. Yexus already has the aerial view here, is able to, by the way, spray down and kill that Viper. Hopefully he's able to.
Oh my goodness. But the time is not there for Lyvine, but that was an absolutely goofy round, to be honest. Everyone just jumping down from heaven, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, what an interesting scrim is all I really have to say. I can't tell if any of us are taking it seriously, but honestly, let's have fun, guys.
Yeah.
It's looking good so far. I mean, we're good on the scoreboard, 4-8. I mean, Lyvine still has enough, leeway to still work their way up. I mean, we don't know how they are on attacking, so, and especially with Yoru and Awele, I feel like they'd be able to really work it out well. I feel like their pushes would be executed really fast, and I just don't know about their retake or their post plant.
Yeah, for sure. I'm very interested to see how this Yoru Waylay composition will work. Looks like they're gonna go for a little 4-1 thing, as their Viper is gonna lurk over towards the B site. But Jinho here holding this out with his Chamber Sheriff. Will he be able to get one as Lyvine slowly peeks and Shadow is able to take out Jinho? But we still have ZK1 on that A site anchoring. Yex is holding down mid for any potential lurkers as Omen Paranoia comes out. ZK1 gets that first. He's going to navigate around. Gets another onto Shadow. But he's blinded up. Gets a third. That right click. Will he get a fourth? No, he won't. But his teammates are here to support. Sind, Moose already on site as a 1v3. Ooh. The Omen gets a 2k, but Yexus is there. The Terps are in safe hands, and they close out that pistol round.
And considering the last pistol round, I'm pretty sure the Terps are going to force here. Here, like I said, they're going to force is what I'm talking about. Again, Jinho with that Outlaw. We got a Guardian, Ares, Bulldog, a Phantom even from Yexus. Good luck is all I have to say to Lyvine. I mean, what a great play. They can win against their, solo fights, but as a team with only pistols, good luck, guys.
Yeah, especially with no shield at all. They are so vulnerable, especially to this Outlaw. Looks like they're all 5 going to be on A. Jinho is going to hold that with his Outlaw, and Yex is pushing out of mid, not spotting out anyone. Jinho looks like took contact as they're going to bombard him. Looking to reload his Outlaw. He has 0 bullets right now, but he's able to reload before he gets pushed. Sind on this Ares is absolutely spraying them down. Yexus on this Phantom. Will he go into the smoke? They're in the smoke. There's 2 people in the smoke, and boom. Nice spray transfer from Yexus. It's all up to Shay. I mean, Shay's been good on the Sheriff, but is he this good? Nah. ZK1 there to clean it up.
Yexus was crazy with that spray transfer. I mean, they just walked out at the perfect time, and honestly, I would not have made that. Like, that's just straight, precision. That's just straight, skill that you won't see anywhere else but here in our Terps Premier team, and they're doing so good so far. I mean, let's get a look at this scoreboard. 16 and 15, both ZK1 and Yexus just holding hands there, top fragging one together. Isn't that Dan? Dan the Penguin?
Maybe, I think so. But having a little bit of fun before the round starts. Jump spotting, finds 3. Looks like they're going to do a little set play here. A stun to somehow kills Yexus, but Sind is there, is able to retreat before he gets his life taken away from him. As there's just absolutely, mayhem going outside of this B main area.
Yeah, and it's just a bloodbath for both sides here. Sin holding on to that Ares like he's been doing so last round. Hopefully able to spray Haley through this wall, but wasn't able to make any contact just yet. Haley able to just take Sin out of the equation, just like nothing. And honestly, Haley's been popping off lately, I will say, and it's going good for Lyvine, but Jinho holding on to this op, by the way. This is his pride and joy.
Yeah.
Chamber and an op.
Yep, that's his weapon. As the Terps are going to try and retake this 2v2. Jinho coming in from mid, and Moose is going to come in from heaven. There's someone below you, Moose. Look down. As Jinho they're going to clear every corner, and they're not going to take any contact just yet. Oh, Jinho with that no-scope onto Haley as they flood onto site, and they're going to find the Viper, and Moose is there to clean it up, and the Terps get to 11.
Wow. Wow. Is all I have to say. I feel like the Terps are just having fun with this, honestly. And either way, they're just going to need 2 more rounds to take this first map home. And, you know, I'm not quite sure if we're going to play more against Lyvine after this. I'm assuming we will do so, but it's kind of looking like a clean sweep.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, we're just having a little fun. We already got, I mean, technically we already got a win today.
You know what I'm saying?
In BEC. So, you know, we're just having a little fun on this scrim, and Terps are absolutely popping off right now. As we see Lyvine, they're going to maybe just send it 5-man into Jinho again. This time he's on the Phantom on a little sneaky off angle. Will Lyvine expect this? And he spots the Pixel. TP's away, and the Lyvine are going to head into this A site, but ZK1 is here. The Waylay dashing in, but Jinho is able to get that, but Viper trading it out. And Sin with this Odin is able to spray it down, and he's just holding down Mouse 1. But Lyvine, they're actually able to get sight here.
Yeah, most definitely, and their numbers are up against us. With Spike already planted, they're already at a big advantage against the Terps already, and honestly, with the Viper walls still being active, it could be a little difficult for them to navigate, but nonetheless, Yex is already throwing in all that neon. Where? But by the way, Shay is like 1
HP.
1 HP, like all you have to do is like breathe and they're gone.
That was insane. Both
Moose.
Moose and the Sova were both 1 HP, and Moose knew that probably from his teammates' comms. And as you said earlier, this map's walls are just paper thin, so he's just able to spray down Shay.
Yeah, we do have a Moose cam right there, right above his name, and he's just laughing around because it was just too crazy. Because honestly, there was also the his util was also on the ground next to him. So if he walked a little too close, he would have just gotten hit by his own util and just died on the spot.
Yeah,
so
that would have been unfortunate.
It would have been too unfortunate. But again, we just need 1 more round to take this first map, Corrode, home for tonight. As honestly, the Terps are just having fun.
Yeah, I mean, we already won. So, yeah, looks like Moose is on his phone. Oh, and it looks like we have a little bit of a timeout, maybe? Looks like the timer is paused. Hey, guys. Yeah. Maybe they're in a little timeout trying to figure out, like, what, you know, how can we adapt to the Terps? Because we're just looking unstoppable right now.
I mean, what more? I mean, not unless, like, a 4-11 curse exists is when Lyvine could perhaps make their way back up. But honestly, I think we're trolling, guys. Man, it is just me, but I think we're trolling.
Yeah, maybe. We do a little trolling.
Yeah, it's a little warm-up, if you may. And honestly, as, you know, maybe Lyvine could try some new comps. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I haven't gotten to see them work as a team yet. I know that as individual players, based off of how they've been playing and winning their fights and how they use their util, you know, benefits themselves, but I don't think I've seen them benefit one another just yet.
Yeah, definitely some of that team play that, you know, might just be missing a little bit. But the Terps, I mean, speaking of team play, I mean, dude, I would have loved to see them play against Penn State today.
Yeah.
See how they would have matched up, because the Terps are looking very, very polished, very coordinated. Looks like, you know, they're communicating with each other. They're having fun. the vibes are up, the strategies are there, everyone's just having a good time. So really unfortunate we weren't actually able to get that game against Penn State. But
I know, yeah, and they've been saying that they've been scrimming, at least when I was interviewing Jino, that they would scrim and just test out, which player would work best on each map, especially now that he's a flex player. And it's new for CK1 to be a controller as well.
Yeah.
He's usually flex, but from the last time I've seen, he would play duelist along with Yexus, and either way, it would have worked out just fine. And I'm assuming that they're probably just flying around in the map on Ghost right now. Hopefully the timer has at least tried to be resumed.
yeah, I see some, or I mean, I guess I hear some action going on in the background right now. We're still not resumed into the game just yet, but we're just having fun here. The Terps 12-4, I think, on Corrode. I really want to just highlight how amazing I think ZK1 has been. He's been actually just a big brain player, as we actually head into the next round just immediately right off the bat. A little A main battle there.
Yeah, Lyvine's mad. I mean, 2 of our Terps already down here. ZK1 already trying to, get him away. They're
Oh
just
my God, they're
running
just
into
in
our
their spawn. Oh. ZK1 with a nasty 2-piece. Moose tries to get that trade, but it's all up to Sind. In a 2v1 with that Odin, I mean, you never know what can happen. A little crazy spam. He's still got 2 Prowlers and an Eye coming back up in 25 seconds. We got the Sind cam there on the left. He's absolutely locked in as he's on this flank. He's right behind Lyvine, and they have no idea. Hopefully he'll be able to take this timing as they plan, and they are still not looking behind them. You see Yexus in the background. Oh, unfortunate. Unfortunately, Sin does get cleared there. And yeah, looks like they're typing GG's in the chat. I think Lyvine did have to go. Looks like they have a game, but GG's to them. Thank you for filling in and being our scrim partners when we had a little bit of a, unexpected thing happen with the whole Penn State thing. But I'm glad at least we got to see the Terps, play a game.
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure where we're going to go after this. I'm assuming this might just be the end of the stream, but let me not speak too soon just yet. I mean, we already knew we took that home. That's 2 dubs in one night, guys.
That's true.
Come on now.
That's true.
We were, we were able to show out. I mean, we were very prepared for, this game, this Penn State game. And I know we have a little bit of Penn State beef when it comes to football and stuff. So, I mean, to know that as Terps Esports, we basically beat them tonight is just amazing to hear. But as I am getting some updates here by our wonderful broadcast host, CJ, we are going to end the stream early tonight because of that. It was, again, a great play here on Corrode. A great fun time to see the Terps and finally get Premier back in the studio. I haven't seen Premier in the studio in quite some time now, so I'm glad we get to see some familiar faces yet again as we have our score change here. But let's get a little bit of a look at our players tonight. Let's give them some recognition. I know we saw them in the beginning, but it's good to see them yet again.
Yeah, see our Terps in all their glory. And I will have to say, I've actually never seen these jerseys before, but they're kind of fire.
They're the new jerseys, actually.
They're kind of fire.
I like them, and we also got new jerseys. I'm not wearing my jersey. You're not wearing yours either.
Yeah, I'm
but
wearing my old
I'm not a fan of our new jerseys. The all red.
Oh, really?
No, I don't like it.
Okay.
It feels like really cheap toilet paper. Hopefully, Sergio, you're not watching this. You're not watching this, Sergio. But anyways, that was a great night to have, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. We had a great time, and we hope that you guys did too. We'd love to thank our sponsors, the Philip Merrill College of Journalism, of course, Recreation and Wellness Center here at UMD, or RecWell, as well as Playwire. Thank you so much for supporting us and for allowing us to be here.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It has been Terps Esports. Again, thank you for your time, guys, and we will see you guys next week.
See ya.